State Park I worked at. I started off at Santee State Park as an assistant ranger and as a park recreator, where we did about maybe 25 or 30 programs a week. And then I worked at Lake Warren State Park, so Park Ranger 1, Barnwell State Park, Park Ranger 2, Calvin Falls State Park as a senior ranger, and now I'm at Sherrill State Park as assistant park manager. So a little bit about the South Carolina State Park Service. The State Park Service was started in the 30s. It came out of the CCC, which was a program led by President FDR. It's called Civilian Conservation Corps. What Civilian Conservation Corps did, they came to South Carolina and built 16 of our 47 parks. So from CCC, the South Carolina Forestry Commission was formed, and the Forestry Commission today, the present day, it manages our state forest. And then out of the Forest Commission came what we're in now, which is South Carolina Department of Parks, Recreation Board. So our park service is a PRT. So what's the oldest state park in the South Carolina Park System? That would be Sherrill State Park. Sherrill State Park was built in 1934. It was not the first to open. Myrtle Beach State Park was the first to open. So I'm going to talk to you guys about some things today. We're going to talk about what exactly does a park ranger do, what kind of background is required to get a job with the Park Service, and what is the pay and outlook for the Park Service. All right. So we do all sorts of things on a day-to-day basis, but there's a lot of common misconceptions I want to get right real quick before we start. So we have a lot of people that think we're game wardens. So you're thinking DNR. That's South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. We're not game wardens. We're a completely separate department, which I said was Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. Another thing is that a lot of people think that park rangers, they're out in wildlife every day. Waving at visitors, riding around in their park truck. We do all sorts of stuff besides that. So some of our more pressing responsibilities that we do from a day-to-day basis, we do a lot of maintenance. So anything you guys see on the park, anything that's built like sort of structure like dock, boardwalk, that park rangers built those. We do all the plumbing, the carpentry, electrical work. We do the golf course at Sherrill State Park. We use all sorts of tools and equipment. How many of you guys have ever driven a tractor? Anybody else a tractor? Okay, we got a couple people. Anybody ever used a lawnmower? Got some people that lawnmowers? Cool. All right, so we use front end loaders, backhoes, we drive dump trucks, we drive bulldozers, we use chippers, we run chainsaws. We use all sorts of equipment every day. And then we use a lot of various hand tools. Another part of that, we do a lot of administrative stuff. So any sort of the finance for the park, we're doing. And then we also do programming. So the programming is like today we're at a career day. A couple days ago we had a big field trip out here at Sherrill State Park. We had about 105 students from Florence come out. So we do programs as well. All right, so I'm going to talk about the real before we start, but we're going to do what kind of background is required to get a job at the park. This picture right here, this is a cottonmouth that I pulled out from one of the canoes on the park. Cottonmouth, same thing as a water moccasin. Just like y'all know what a timber rattlesnake is. Timber rattlesnake is the same thing as a cane-break rattlesnake. This picture really can't see very well, but this picture was injured. Someone brought it to the park. I was sent to a raptor center. This is a spearhead that I found in a ditch that we were digging for a water well. This is up in a boom lift, this is one of those lifts that go way high up in there, almost like you got a cherry picker truck, but this is stationary on the ground. This is about 75 feet in the air. This is a park staff operating a chipper, and this is when I was at Barnwell, and we had 2 tornadoes come through. We lost 50% of our trees on the park. So we were chipping and cutting trees for about 3 weeks straight. All right. So we want diverse backgrounds in the Park Service. We want relevant degrees, anything that applies to being a park ranger or your job. So there's actually several different types of rangers within the state park system. You have South Carolina Park Rangers, and they're a jack of all trades position. Then you have maintenance rangers that just do maintenance. That position, you need a high school diploma or an associate's degree. Interpretive ranger, you need an interpreter that does all your natural cultural history programming. You need a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. And then a park ranger, you need associates or a bachelor's degree. So we want people with diverse backgrounds. What I mean by that is, we got anybody in here that plays sports? We got some people that got me in band or orchestra or something like that. Okay, we got anybody like scouting, anything like that? Got a couple people. All right, so we want people with diverse backgrounds because we meet diverse people every single day. We meet thousands of visitors every day at Cheraw State Park. So we want people that can relate to our visitors for generations. So there's some helpful training that you can do to be more likely to get hired in the Park Service. So we said that's people in here that driven tractor before. We have people that did lawnmowers. Any sort of hands-on experience that you ever done using any sorts of equipment, hammers, things. No? Okay. All right. So any sort of helpful training that you have done that relates to the Park Service, that'll help you out in getting the job with us. All right. So our outlook. What is the pay and outlook for the Park Service? A couple more pictures real quick. We do boat trips. We have the Moonlight Canoe Float, and then other parts do paddling programs as well. This is using a backhoe on a front end loader, digging a water line. This is a tree that we cut at Barnwell State Park. When the tornado came through, it twisted a lot of our trees to make them hazardous trees. So they had to come down, and when we cut, the whole tree would move about 3 feet. So you cut it, and the whole tree would move forward, and you have to go back up and cut it again. I see everything. All right. All right, guys. So there's multiple ranks within the Park Service. Your ranger ranks have rangers 1 through 3. Your park manager ranks have managers 1 through 3. So your pay is going to depend on what rank you are within the Park Service. The salary has increased within the last year. So the base salary for a full-time employee starts at $25,000 and moves up to above $50,000. Now with the park ranger jobs, most park rangers actually live on the park, so you don't have to pay for housing. You live as park housing, which is really nice. But our outlook is very promising. Like I said, we actually have millions of people that come to our parks every single year. So we're always looking for new people to come and work for us. Yes, sir. You have park manager 1, 2, and 3. Beyond that, you actually have regional chiefs. The regional chiefs, they're over between 13 to 15 parks as their job, that they oversee those 13 to 15 park managers. And then beyond that, you get park service. All right, so today I brought with me something you might find on one of our parks. Just take this out. No need to be alarmed. This is a corn snake. He's one of the most docile snakes you'll see in the wilderness. This is one that we've actually hand trained. We take him to field trips, festivals, all sorts of stuff. So it's totally fine. But before I bring it out, I want to show you all this. This is a yellow belly slider turtle shell. It's called a yellow belly slider because its belly's yellow. It's a very creative name. Now, this shell used to have bite marks on the top. Does anybody know what might have caused bite marks on the top?
Alligators.
Alligators, that's right. Now, this didn't come from Cheraw. This actually came from Barnwell, where they do have alligators in their lake. But some people think that turtles get out of their shells and go move to another shell. Turtles don't do that. Once they're in their shell, that's it. So if y'all look on the inside, you'll see the turtle spine. This is his spine. If you had your spine right here, you'd have a shell going around you if you were a turtle. It grows out of its spine. So it's pretty cool, right? So I have with me today, this is Petey. He's corn snake.
Oh no! Oh my God!
It's a pretty good sized corn snake. All right, so you got two different types of snakes in South Carolina. You have venomous and non-venomous snakes. This is a non-venomous snake. I would not be holding a venomous snake in my hand if I was in here. We have four snakes at the same park. Oh, we do. I showed you the picture of one, the cottonmouth that I found. Yes, sir.
I think the Lord moccasins went on the inside.
Yep. So you might have heard the term poisonous, non-poisonous. That's not the right term to talk about snakes.
You probably got about what? About 2 minutes?
Okay, all right. So poisonous is if you ingest it, you get sick. Venomous is if you get injected with venom, you get sick. So more venomous snakes you got in South Carolina would be your coral snakes, your rattlesnakes, copperheads, cottonmouth, or also called water moccasins. So this is a corn snake. Real quick about its skin. If you were to find a snake skin on the park or in your yard or wherever, you can tell what kind of snake it might have been just by the markings on the skin. I have a skin on my truck. I forgot to bring it in. But you can also tell if you look on your snake skin, if you get a complete snake skin, right down here is it's called a zanal gland. It's where the snake is used the restroom at. If you were to find a hole in your snake skin on the bottom and it had a split scale on the bottom, that means it's a non-venomous snake. It has a single scale going straight across, that means it's a venomous snake. So it's got something cool seeing them on the way. But what we can do and what we've done in the past couple of classrooms is if you guys want to touch the snake, you can line up right through here. Well, hold on one second. Before you actually touch the snake,
Let them finish talking.
use some hand sanitizer.
Before.
But do not squeeze the snake. Just touch the top of them. That's all you gotta do. You don't. If you squeeze the snake, you're going outside. All right.
I'm so good to touch snakes. Snakes is not like
I'm glad you said that.
Oh, Jesus, I don't touch snakes. I don't touch snakes. I don't touch snakes. No, move. Okay, it is snake.
And also, if he didn't tell you, this is Miss Owens' husband from 6th grade off.
Grab his head real quick.
Yep. For those who missed it, they can go online and they can see it.
Just one. You just touch right down here.
See, look, I don't even like them.
Is it bad to take a picture of it?
How you gonna take a picture?
I got his head all.
See, look, see.
So, Dad, take a picture of it?